So here's Simon with his.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
Yay, hi. I'm gonna try and keep it short, but I have poems to read. So this first one is a new poem, or a newer poem. I wrote this last Saturday at West Rock State Park in Hamden, at Lake Wintergreen. Looking up at the trees at the park, I thought of this, and this is what came to my mind. So this is called synesthesia. Synesthesia. It feels darker than it's supposed to. Is it ever supposed to feel dark? Waves of synesthesia flow through me. Lips and eyes and ears and nose and skin, softly blending into one piece. 50 degrees of perfection now. Lichen and birds together. Cling high to the bark of 100 pines. Branches lie broken bits on the ground. Partial explosions on impact past. The impact still felt through lips and tongue, living in pieces atop the dirt. Soft leaves and sharp needles decompose under yesterday's rhythm of wind and last night's rain's evaporation. Air and water working together on earth as it is on our bodies. On earth as it will be in heaven. 60 degrees of perfection now. Synesthesia.
Yay, beautiful.
All right, this next one's a little bit longer. This is somewhat experimental, but I wrote this maybe 20 years ago. It's called Working Memory. If you want a secret, it's about all the places I've ever worked in my life. Working Memory, 1989. Jim McLaughlin paid me $5 an hour to shingle and paint his house. One day, I got tired of painting and sweeping, so I got on my bike while he was at the store, and I rode home. I never went back. 1996. The combination of the 4-hour commute and the inability to shake the feeling that I was still holding a jackhammer made my foray into construction work only last 2 weeks. A week after I quit, the parking structure they were working on collapsed under the weight of the skid steer. Nobody was seriously injured. 1990. I wore steel-toed boots to work at the car wash. As the cars came off the line, I would stick my feet in front of their tires and let them bump over my boots. The customers decided to leave better tips if they thought I had gotten hurt. It's all about the reaction in your face. 1986. I ate sugar cubes on the set of Drifting Classrooms while making my debut as an actor during my time in Japan. I wore a ripped jean jacket every day on the set, and I had to cry in one of the scenes. I was one of the lucky ones who didn't need onion juice smeared under my eyes to produce the tears. 1989. My sister and I packed latex gloves in a box for our neighbor on the weekends. He paid us more than minimum wage for this task. They clearly deserved much less. I still question his motivations. 1994. The carpet store is where I really became addicted to coffee. I was the only one drinking it, and by noon, I would be on my second pot. I had plenty of concentration for stacking the carpet samples. 1994. As a night porter, I was locked inside the restaurant all night long, supposedly to do all the cleaning. Lucky for me, I was done with my chores within the first hour, so I spent the next 6 playing on the kiddie rides and napping in the booths. 1993. We did everything we could to the kids' meal trolls. The fry later darkened them a little bit, but they didn't melt. Soaking them and freezing them made them brittle enough to explode against floor tiles. The microwave was the best because lightning bolted from their joints and left char marks on the trolls and the microwaves. 1995. We used to throw a football across the highway in the middle of the night while we waited for customers to stop for gas. I saw a lot of cars seconds after they had made contact with the deer at highway speed, some under their own power for the last time, others on the back of a tow truck. 1997. I briefly returned to the gas station. We continued throwing the football until the window in the building shattered. We blamed a drive-by vandal. 1997. Desperate for a job, I took on loading bags of cow manure and mulch into customers' cars. Over the next 7 years, I grew to a cushy position as a buyer for the garden center. In reality, we drank a lot of coffee made ridiculous spectacles of ourselves, and provided customers with the advice they needed when they needed it. Working memory.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
I love that.
Do I have time for one more?
Yes, you do, yes.
Alright, this one's fairly short. So this again is one that I wrote in the past couple of weeks. Last week. This is from April. The wheel goes round and round. We try to invent, once again, what has existed in iterations, past, and past, and past. We act like it is new, hasn't been done before, over, and over, and over. We want so badly to try something new, but are afraid of consequences, collapsing, and collapsing, and collapsing. We still play the game, because we want what is best, for them, for them, for them. We can't start over, past, and past, and past. We can't throw it all away, over and over and over. We can't play nice for them, for them, for them. We can't stop ourselves collapsing and collapsing and collapsing. Thanks. That's the wheel goes round and round.